The moment Lyra stepped into the small sunlit cafe, her hands trembled not from the cool morning air, but from hope she had trained herself not to feel too strongly. The glass door closed
It's
softly
such a nice day
behind
for a
her,
walk, isn't it?
and with it came a
Absolutely, I couldn't
familiar
agree
fear
more.
she never admitted out loud, the fear of
It's
being
such a nice day
unseen,
for a walk, isn't
unheard,
it?
and left
Absolutely, I
behind
couldn't agree
again.
more.
She smoothed her pale blue cardigan, adjusted the strap of her hearing device, and searched the room for the man who was supposed to change her lonely routine into something new. Before the story unfolds any further, take a second to pause right here. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the quiet miracles that can happen between strangers, please like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, leave a comment, and subscribe to Kindness Hub. Your support helps stories like this reach hearts that need them most. Lyra chose a corner table near the window where sunlight spilled gently across polished wood and ceramic cups. Outside, trees swayed under a bright blue sky, and the city hummed in daytime rhythm. She arrived early, as she always did, because waiting felt safer than being rushed. The date was arranged by her co-worker, who insisted that the man seemed thoughtful and patient. Lyra believed in patience, but she had learned the hard way that patience did not always mean presence. As minutes passed, she checked her phone, then folded her hands in her lap, then checked again. Around her, people laughed, ordered drinks, tapped keyboards, and lived out loud lives. She sat quietly, reading lips when she could, sensing vibrations when chairs moved, and pretending she was not counting every passing second. Lyra had grown used to moments like this. Being deaf since childhood had taught her resilience, but it had also introduced a loneliness that never fully faded. People often admired her strength without understanding her exhaustion. Dating was especially difficult, filled with misunderstandings, awkward apologies, and sudden disappearances once effort was required. When the message finally arrived on her phone explaining that her date was not coming, she did not cry. She simply stared at the screen as something old and heavy settled in her chest. She ordered a coffee anyway, because leaving immediately felt like admitting defeat. As she sat there, the bell above the cafe door rang again, louder this time, followed by a rush of movement and light. Lyra looked up instinctively and saw a man step inside, his presence filling the space like a sudden breeze. His name was Callum Reyes, though she did not know that yet. He was in his mid-30s, tall but tired-looking, with gentle eyes that scanned the room while four small children clung to him in mismatched outfits and tangled energy. The quadruplets moved like a unit, all curls, sneakers, and curiosity, their laughter silent to Lyra but visible in wide smiles and bouncing steps. The cafe shifted around them as heads turned, some amused, some overwhelmed. Callum guided the children toward an empty table, but before sitting, he noticed Lyra. Perhaps it was the way she sat alone with untouched coffee, or the careful composure that hid disappointment too familiar to him. He paused, hesitated, then did something unexpected. He walked over, offering a warm smile and a small wave, careful and respectful. Lyra blinked in surprise, her instincts telling her this moment was different. He gestured gently, indicating the chair across from her, silently asking permission. She nodded. Callum sat with his children nearby, close enough that Lyra could see them playing with sugar packets and napkins. He typed a message on his phone and slid it across the table. It explained that he noticed she looked lonely and hoped he was not intruding. Lyra's hands shook again, but this time from something lighter. She typed back, explaining that she had been stood up. Callum's face softened with understanding, the kind that comes from having known disappointment intimately. He shared, through text, that he was a single father, widowed, still learning how to exist in a world that moved faster than grief allowed. Time shifted without warning. What began as an awkward interruption became something gentle and grounding. The children eventually wandered over, curious but kind, offering drawings on napkins and bright smiles. Lyra laughed silently, her shoulders relaxing for the first time that day. She felt included without being examined, welcomed without being pitted. Callum watched it all with quiet gratitude, realizing that he had not seen his children connect so easily with a stranger in a long time. Sunlight moved across the cafe floor as hours passed unnoticed. When it was time to leave, Callum hesitated again, then typed one final message asking if Lyra would like to meet again, perhaps somewhere quieter, somewhere designed for comfort rather than coincidence. Lyra nodded, her smile real and unguarded. They exchanged numbers, not as a promise, but as a possibility. Before this story ends, if it touched something deep inside you, if it reminded you that healing can arrive unannounced and kindness can rewrite a day, please take a moment to like this video, share it, and let your heart speak in the comments. Your engagement keeps stories like this alive. And just before we go, we have a special request for you. Please comment one word that represents how this story made you feel. Your words matter more than you know. As Lyra walked out into the bright afternoon, she did not feel fixed, or saved, or suddenly whole. But she felt seen. And sometimes, that is where every new beginning truly starts.